6:15, Jed is here with our bus stop forecast for a Tuesday morning. This is going to be, some of those kids going to be wearing shorts to school today, Jed.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, we're talking some nice temperatures on the way. Sunrise here about 7:40 this morning. Winds will start to pick up here later this morning. That'll take us into the afternoon as we start out in the 38. We'll climb into the 60s early afternoon, and by late afternoon, we'll be nosing up close to 70 degrees. We'll be back up there again tomorrow. So some great trends on the way. Almost a touch of spring fever. You know, we're still a little early for that, but certainly will feel great today into tomorrow as we string together a couple of great afternoon temperatures. Then a cold front arrives that'll drop us off some 40s, some low 50s on the way late week. Then we'll start to trend it back up. More milder temperatures on the way late weekend. That'll take us into next week as milder air builds back in. That kind of sets the trend as we head into February. Here's kind of the look just off that 9-day from mid-January into late February. Drier pattern appears to be more likely for most the way the data is setting up. There are some chances of precip. Better chances will be in the eastern sides of the state. So the west, you're going to be more dry. With that, you're going to be concerned with some fire danger. Fire danger appears to be more of a threat now as we go into the next month. Looks more likely. Colder trends are possible going toward late month with northwest flow bringing some cooler air in, but the trend will warm back up as we go toward the middle parts of February. So this is not looking at specifics, more just the generalities. And at this point, as far as severe weather and winter weather, those threats appear to be lower with the pattern that we're in that'll take us in here over the next month. Not to say it won't happen, but that's just kind of the way the trends are looking. We'll obviously monitor that as we head down the road. Altitude count has gone back up. It's in the moderate category. This is that nasty mountain cedar that impacts a lot of Oklahomans. This is that stuff that's down in Texas, the Arbuckle Mountains. Anytime you get a south wind, that blows it up our way. So we see that altitude count go up with that in respect. The weeds and the mold spores, no major issues there, but we are monitoring that here this morning. Cold start this morning, 34 degrees. Winds are variable this morning. They're light and variable. Wind chill runs about 31 as we look out from our American Fidelity cam. A lot of clutter on Next Gen right now, showing a lot of things here, but this is just false echoes. This is going to be a lot of wind farms from northern parts of Grady County. Those are lighting up hot this morning. Also, the wind farms over north of El Reno near Calumet, up near Piedmont this morning, Okarche. So got those going on in the city landscape, and the Tinker Air Force Base and Will Rogers kind of lighting up as well here this morning. But outside of that, not really seeing any precip right now. It's quiet right now. Wind chills are starting off, got some 20s, so 30s here this morning. So grab a coat. You'll need that here out the door this morning. Should rebound as those temperatures nose up close to 70 here later today. Now, we do have some fire danger. That's going to be a concern coming up today as we go into the afternoon. A little lower in East Oklahoma. It's not zero, but it's a little lower possible there. Higher as you go further into the central and the western side. Southwest Oklahoma will be the highest area coming up for today as winds start to pick back up. Dry conditions, low humidity and wind. That does mean fire danger as winds will be gusting at times up over 20 miles per hour. So breezy to windy conditions today. Fair to partly cloudy conditions today. 63 here at noontime. Get toward the afternoon, nosing up close to 70 today. Some 20s in spots. Ponca's 23, but a lot of 30s for most locations right now. For the most part, winds are pretty light, but there is a wind chill right now running through the mid-20s to the 30s, although, like I said, Ponca's a little bit colder. It puts the wind chill down to 19 right now. We're watching the air toward north as far as where's that cold Arctic air. It's up there. It's all hovering right now around the Arctic Circle, around the Hudson Bay area, but no signs of this coming down our way at this point. We'll monitor that. As far as the forecast goes, we are watching that fire threat here coming up for today. There's a storm that'll come out of the west into the central plains. It'll bring a cold front our way, but really, for the most part, that moves through pretty dry. Maybe a chance of a thunderstorm in East Oklahoma, a low chance of a little precip near the Kansas border. But right now, most of Oklahoma does look dry, taking you into your Friday. Colder conditions are on the way there. Here's your 9-day forecast. Near 70 today and tomorrow. Getting colder, headed toward late week, but would start to nose it back up. More 60s on the way. A cold front late Wednesday. We'll track another one with some rain chances toward the end of that 9-day.